All right, Chargers, third time is a charm. I had to delete the second video because Mr. Hudson called me in the middle of the video, so I decided to. So anyways, like I say, this is my third attempt at this video. Hopefully this one actually works. So today we're kind of putting a couple things together that we've already looked at. And one of the things that we're looking at is what happens with respect to A. What does that do to the parabola? Well, we've talked before that the A either gives you a vertical stretch if that number is bigger than 1, or it gives you a vertical shrink if that number is smaller than 1. And then also, if A is negative, then it turns the whole parabola upside down. So that's what A does. And we just learned in the video before that the C shifts the vertex up or down, depending on whether C is negative or positive. So we're going to draw both graphs in and compare it. So I'm going to go ahead and graph f of x equals x squared. I kind of know what the inputs and outputs are by heart. So the first is 0, 0. The second one is 1, 1, and negative 1, 1. And the third one is 2, 4. And negative 2, 4. And so our first parabola looks a lot like this. Okay, that's rough. It's a rough one there. But hopefully you guys can see that. Now, on the second one, I have to square the number, I have to multiply it by 4, then I have to add 1. So our first output is 1 there. And then if x is 1, it's 1 times 1, which is 1, times 4 is 4, and plus 1 is 5. So you can already see the stretch happening with that. And then lastly, if x is 2, that's 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. So we have 0, 1, 1, 5, and 2, 17. And so I'm going to go ahead and graph those. 0, 1 would be right here. All right. And the second one is 1, 5. So you can already see the stretch, right? So there's 1, 1 and 1, 5. You can see how much taller that second one is. And then the third one is, what was it again? Was it 2 and 17? Yeah, wow. 2 and 17. We have to go all the way up here to 17. 2 and 17. And then there we go. So I don't even know if I can draw in this parabola. It's just like, it's going to go way up there, and it's going to go way up there. Boom, and boom. So you can really see the stretch happening there. Look at what happens. It makes it a skinnier parabola. It stretches the height of each of the points. And then, of course, the vertex is shifted up 1. So those are the things we have to talk about when we compare. So the first one we want to compare is vertex, right? And the vertex went from 0, 0, and the other one was 0, 1. Why? Because the C was 1 plus 1. Okay? Line of symmetry, right? Those are the same. X equals 0 is the line of symmetry, right? Okay? And then, just flat out describing it, we have the blue one is a vertical stretch, and the vertex is shifted plus 1 or up 1 from y equals x squared. All right, Chargers? So again, let's make sure we understand what these things are going to do. I'm going to go over it one more time. Okay? This A stretches or shrinks. Or, if it's negative, it makes a parabola go upside down like that if it's a negative number. And the C, right, shifts the vertex up or shifts the vertex down as compared to y equals x squared, depending on how big that is. In other words, if C is 5, it would shift that vertex up 5 at 0, 5. Thanks, Chargers.